today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And no luck at all to start this drive as they're going to drop him behind the line for a second straight play. So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Now it's Herbert. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. And he completes it to Wilson. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's second down. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Here's 3rd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Here's Herbert. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Will McDonald, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Here's Herbert now on second down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. But you look at this defense, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz, 70 yards. And the Lancers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now a dump off here complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45-yard line. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That'll be caught. It's Scott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Herbert now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. Over the middle, it's complete. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hand.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Well, that's always a risk on those longer kicks. You have to drive it low to get it there. That opened the door for a better chance for the defense to get a hand on it, and that's just what we saw there.
And even if the odds increase a little bit because it's a longer field goal attempt, it's still difficult to get hands on the football and create a block.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown!
Anthony Schwartz.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Lancers take the block field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Charger drive about to get going. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now Herbert going to shift his guys around.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. A quick throw there is incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense back out again, and there's the burner, Anthony Schwartz. He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. We're seeing both of those come into play here. Off to
and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. Jamison Williams, 67 yards. And the Lancers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 18 now. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. Ethan Evans on now to punt. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken at the 18. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He's airing it out for Williams. And touchdown! Jamison Williams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lancers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in right around the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this complete to Mitchell. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here's Herbert. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Under pressure, they got him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Here's Ethan Evans now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
We're in the 2nd quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him. Maybe even have the...
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown!
Anthony Schwartz
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Lancers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Scott, and he'll be out right at the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert in trouble, and he's taken. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you back.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Taken at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And one thing we do know, they will be a part of the playoffs come January. They have clinched the AFC West.
And that feels good for them, but they feel like their work is far from done, because as it stands right now, they won't have the first-round bye. But a lot of teams will tell you that's okay.
He's got a man, complete.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
72 yards.
And the Lancers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target,
and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Taken in left side, it's Wilson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A handoff from Mitchell running left. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Herbert. It's caught. Mitchell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Herbert. And a quick throw here. That's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to the ground here. Mitchell. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Herbert on 3rd down now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. There he goes right side. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back up?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Lancers are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. With now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Lancers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. A dynamo since the break. 3 third-quarter touchdowns. And the Lancers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. On second down, here's Herbert. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down. On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right at the 35. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. The offense back out again, and there's the burner, Anthony Schwartz. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trick?
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Anthony Schwartz. 57 yards. And the Lancers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Herbert Herbert on first down now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Herbert on 3rd and long from his own end zone. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remote's clicking off right now. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 73 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Foreman powering ahead. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Foreman's going to get it again on 2nd down. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. They run it on 1st with Foreman. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Sliding out of the pocket. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with that. Matchups like we've been watching here, and when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. So out come the Chargers. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Back to throw. Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And
brought down here in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Operating from the gun. Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Oklahoma City, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA